Thank you for being a connoisseur of Cognac Corner and listening to another episode. It's me, your host, Marcus Boston. Please, 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 please share, like, and comment. Let me know what you think. I love feedback on what I can do better, where I can grow, where we can make this thing be what it's all it can be. Follow me on IG at Marcus Boston 314. Show page, Cognac Corner. Leave me a comment. Hop in them DMs. Let me know what's going on. Also, follow me on Twitter at Marcus Cognac, show page Cognac Corner. On the Facebook at Cognac Corner, let me know, follow, share. Email me at cognaccorner@gmail with any relationship questions, any thoughts, anything you just want to discuss, any gems I can give you away, any shots I could pour in your cup. If you want to be a guest, also email me, DMs, comment, whatever. Let me know. Get your friends to become connoisseurs as well. So we just make this a bigger family event. So thank you again for being here and enjoy the show.
Sipping Douce, boy, this ain't your daddy yet. He in the Cadillac, me, I'm in the Maybach.
We are back, and we have Ed.
Right.
Ed is with us now, so we do have a 3-part situation going. So it's me, Marcus Boston, Ed, and Sean talking about relationships and women we need to make us be great. So I guess Ed, to catch you up on where we at, I was discussing with Sean that, we all have opportunities and choices to make with the kind of woman we choose to be attached to.
Sure.
And I read him a quote, it's not necessarily that we're running from a good woman, but sometimes we choose to not fix ourselves to get the woman we deserve. You know what I'm saying? Because, we can find women that will be complacent with us being shits or not being our best selves. Then we have to sort of make a choice to level up, to be with the woman we deserve, for them to make the investment in us to be great.
Correct.
And
absolutely.
That's the biggest thing, and Sean was discussing that importance of, being with a woman that not only open to being who you are at this current time, but also looking to see you be the next best version of yourself going forward. We just all have choices to make, what kind of people we have in our life, not only just romantically, but also just friend-wise.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So Ed, give us some, I guess you've had your trials and tribulations in the realm of...
Oh, yeah, most definitely. So, I think one of the things when it comes to picking a woman in your life, and sometimes you don't pick them, they pick you.
Yeah.
But a lot of times that comes from your foundation of early life. What was the examples of the women in your life?
Very good point.
And if you've had bad examples, and as men, we are highly influenced by our mother.
Correct.
So if our mother was good, or her negative qualities or positive qualities, we sometimes subconsciously look for those or find those. Mm-hmm. Oftentimes the negative ones.
That's a good talking point, because since he just brought that up, I didn't even think about that. For me, my mother was a super queen. Mm-hmm. My mother was an athlete. She was beyond beautiful. She was smart. She was athletic. So I think my biggest problem is a woman has to be on my mother level to even think about getting my full attention. Mm-hmm. If I think that maybe what I'm missing, I never thought about that till you just said that. I'm thinking, I'm looking for that person to be like my mother, not like motherly, but
those qualities.
Yeah. Because my mother went to my basketball games.
Yep, supportive.
I bowled with her. Mm-hmm. She was an artist. She could have been an art teacher. She did all these things, and for me, that could be something that I'm missing, not even thinking about.
Well, you might be even looking for that and not even know you're looking for that in your early life. You don't know that. That's true. You're drawing something to you that's not that, which sometimes is a good way that it actually teaches you about, sometimes we have to learn what we don't want before we find what we do want.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's true that you say that, Ed, because I know for me, my mom has been she's the youngest of 6, but she was the leader of the family. When something happened, they would come to her for all these type of things. So being there with the example that I had, and she was so strong and confident, independent of who she is. I could never deal with a woman that needed to be needs attention or needs. I'd never be with a needy woman because my mom is so gangster and so strong that I have a woman that has the same sense of independence,
Mhm.
but also is a team player. Like, she's married now, and she's been married for 12 years, but she never lost herself in her marriage. So, like, I guess subconsciously, unknowingly, women that I find usually attractive, I try to attach myself to, are the women that are very independent, but also know how to be in a relationship and be a wife, girlfriend, whatever. So she's supportive and independent. Because that's her mom. That's what I've seen. So not to be with a strong woman that has a strong sense of herself, I found unattractive to me. But it makes sense. You say your mom is your first example of what you look for in a woman, knowingly or not knowingly. So that's a very good point.
So I'm gonna ask you this question. As a white man, have you ever been on the other side of the fence, so to say?
In this damn fence.
What are you talking about?
So have you been like a sister or an Asian?
Yeah,
or
sure.
Filipinos?
Yeah, I never was attracted to Asians.
Okay, so do you find it difficult to go the other side of the fence?
Not always. No, it depends on the woman. I have went out with black women before. Certain type, there's
So what's your type?
well, I don't know, and I'm not like looking for that type per se, but the women that I have, and again, in our early life when we're younger men, we're independent on your upbringing too. As I said before, if you've got not a real strong foundation about it, you're still searching and stumbling into this and that. But the black women that I have went out with were attractive, intelligent. They were more, maybe even open-minded from their own side of their culture.
Very good point.
They like to be treated nice,
Respectfully.
take them out to dinner, the whole thing, like you're supposed to.
Exactly.
And that's ones that I have, and again, it's not something I get up every day looking for that.
Right.
But you swerve into somebody, and there's something there.
Yeah. Might as well explore it.
Right.
See where it goes.
Open mind. See, unlike yourself.
Motherfucker, what you mean like myself? I'm very open-minded. Goddamn me. I'm Mr. Open Mind.
Is that right?
Yeah, right.
So tell us
Don't be
about
under the
your open
goddamn
mind.
bus. I've had Asians. I've had a Latina? I don't think so, but I will. I've had a lot of white girls. I'm very open-minded.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, it really comes down to
Your sister's scared.
who's scared? Who's scared?
I'm just asking.
No, I'm not. I just never found like one that it's not being scared, but it's the point of being compatible with my ambitions. Sometimes they can't comprehend. Like I'm trying to build something. I'm trying to build something that's never been done before. So I chose to build it. So my schedule is not a 9 to 5. It's what has to be done. What has to be done. You know what I'm saying? So, if I meet a woman that's really attached to being an employee or sort of playing by the rules, it's not gonna work. Because even though I have a full-time job, it's still off-putting hours. And then if I'm not working, I'm podcasting, I'm editing, blah, blah, blah. I'm always moving. And also my friends are very diverse. So I have a lot more women friends than guy friends. And all my women friends are attractive. And I'm playful. So that if you have insecurity where you're concerned about someone cheating on you or you not comfortable with certain things, I live by that based on your experiences, or you've been hurt in the past, or you haven't healed from that pain. I'm not the one for you because I'm not going to be. I'm not here to fix. I'm not here to raise no. I'm not here to do that shit.
Well, that's another. You make a good point there. Being an entrepreneur is different from the guy that's working at the factory.
Yeah,
and she knows he's going to get off at 4:30, and he goes to work at 7:30. When you're an entrepreneur and you work with your mind, you're really never off work.
No days off.
No, because it's up here.
Yeah.
And that can be a negative. It can be a positive because some of your most creative thoughts may come at the strangest hours of the day.
Yep.
So, but I have done that, got together with a woman who was very standard in that, did not understand why when my phone rang, I need to take the call.
Yeah.
And I understand that.
Right.
But yet I have to also face the facts that may not fit for me.
Right.
And I'm not doing her any justice because I'm never going to be that guy.
Never.
Maybe when I retire, I'll be that kind of guy.
Yeah.
But
I'm on this hustle and I love it.
Right.
I love this sport. You know what I'm saying? I'm networking, I'm talking, I'm posting, I'm whatever I'm doing.
Right.
And I'm not, I don't clock out at this job. This is what I love to do. This makes me happy. So if you're not comfortable with that, it's not going to work.
Well, with Sean's kind of work too, I know. That's a high intensity type of job. That's another thing that's always in his head.
Yep.
He can't leave that behind. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
And so that impacts your private time and your relationships
She
too.
gotta be a place. She has to be a place of peace.
Mhm.
I'm catching hell
and
all
she's got to
day.
know that.
Yep.
And my again, different age groups too. One of the things I went through is I had the benefit and the burden of being born in an era where the traditional male-female roles were being challenged and changed. But yet, at the same time, as I grew and evolved, I kind of understood that you need to take the best of that and bring it to today because it still is valid.
Yes.
And that I went through a period after getting divorced where I figured out that all you had to do to get a woman to like you is to say something bad about men. And then I started thinking, well, that's stupid. I'm a man. Why do I want to talk bad about guys?
Well, yeah, who has time for negativity?
I completely shut that down. Dramatically, the type of women I met changed as well.
Yes.
Because I met women that like men.
Yes.
And I can spot a man hater a mile away.
Yep.
I got no time for her.
No, I ain't got time for that. No, absolutely not.
That's why the crew
She goes
so
over there.
That's right. That's why this spot's so cool.
So the crew, Gran Cru is chill because, we all smoke. But we have the hot lane in there where all subjects are on the floor. And we talk about women a lot. We have some, a little.
It's like a barbershop with no barber.
It's true. We have a little Playboy Jamal who think he's Mr. Everything.
Well, can we call people out here?
Hell yeah.
Jamal can get called out all night long.
We have a whole show about that.
Jamal's smart, intelligent. He's still a young lion learning. But he think he's it. He's gonna learn, but in the future.
But he's choosing women that he know he can put. He chooses women that can go for that shit. He ain't gonna choose no more.
He's picking some beasts.
Okay, fair enough.
I think part of with him, and I think this is not just exclusive to him. There's a lot of young men that bravado is really a lack of confidence, and that actually real confidence is quiet because you're confident.
Yeah,
you ain't got to be loud.
Right.
Yeah. And
like a silent assassin.
Right, silent assassin. So the louder somebody is, the more they talk about how great they are, the less they really are. There's very few people that really can carry that all the way.
He brings a lot of good qualities to the table. It's just, it may be him. This may be his style. But like somebody like yourself and me, I don't say much, but for me, it's like the crew. When you come here, it's a place of woosah. We give each other the shit. I mean, you got to be a thick skin. If you got thick skin, you don't come here and smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that for me, you guys have made me feel welcome.
Right. Sure.
Like I said, when we started doing this, I want to get the guys involved so that other men know you can come smoke here, chill here. And guess what? Your woman may not be upset because where you at? I'm down at the cigar shop with the fellas.
Well, one of the things, though, and that's a good point to bring out, is that I think that, and someone told me this years ago, and I come to really believe it, that culturally, or actually men, if we were all back in the caveman days, men still need to go on that hunt with the men. Yeah. And women don't want to hear this kind of talk, but that's kind of what we're doing here. We got to be with other men. And women need to be with other women too, but a man that's exclusively only with women loses a part of himself. He's got to regenerate that warrior spirit inside of him, and there's only one place that can get that, and that's with other men.
Yeah, you gotta be a beast, because if you don't have thick skin here, the way it works is, we can be open with each other. We shoot this shit, we tell it like it is, and people are like, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. I roll very chill, very quietly, but watching Ed work, he's a veteran lion, and he moves very quietly, very professionally, and he's always just chill. He's never up, he's never down. He's on that chill mode.
Yeah.
Mentorship
is important.
And it's important because, I come here and the veteran here. I'm still a little cub in here, so I'm just trying to find my way. We have our cubs and we have our little kids. Jamal's our little kid. We're trying to guide him in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? So it helps, because you learn from everybody's experiences.
Yeah.
You're not gonna bring some straight up in here.
No.
And don't think you're not gonna catch no shit.
Right, and like, I don't smoke cigars or anything as of yet, but like I enjoy. I have.
They're very relaxing.
I understand the value of a community. You know what I'm saying? The value of having a tribe that actually is authentic, and I'm always looking to level up and learn. So like, I love coming in here and see you guys vibe out and talk. And I don't say much, but I will jump in if I feel I have something to add to the conversation and learn. And it's the more I show up and I get familiar, and you see in my face, like I'm eventually getting to the cigar. I think it's dope. You don't know till you try.
Jimmy and Fred, bless their hearts, they're good to us. They gave us the space, the platform to play with, and that shows their quality of the people that they are.
Yes.
They know we respect what they're doing, but that shows the quality of people in here. And it's hard to come by that nowadays. So we're able to be ourselves. But this ain't the place you're gonna come up in here and just do whatever.
Oh, fuck no.
So we can have these conversations. And so, like, when it comes to women, if you're going to have a woman, my woman has to be able to come down here once in a while and be like, "Oh, this is fellas, what y'all doing? You want to smoke with us? No, I'm good. All right, this is where I be at." And not get upset.
Right.
You want to smoke with them people again?
Yeah. One of our partners, I'm not gonna put him out there, but one of our partners, some woman got mad because he had smoke up in his truck. You met him. That's what he does.
Yeah. She's gone now.
But guess what? He stood his ground.
Yeah.
You met him. That's who he is.
Yeah.
This is his place of Woosah.
Right.
Take him for who he is. What does she want to do? Oh, you need to do this and that. And he tried to adapt a little bit, and she still wanted more. So guess what?
Here's the door. You can walk through it.
Papers. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be me. When I smoke, and this, when I started smoking last summer a lot, people are like, "Oh, Sean's here. How you know I'm here? Smelling your cigar."
Right.
This is me. But guess what? My table stayed full.
I go where I'm appreciated, not tolerated. That's it. That's it. I go where I'm appreciated, not tolerated. I'll find my home.
So what do you think toward the future when it comes to dating? What do you think women are actually looking for in us men out here nowadays?
Well, I think most, you asking me? Yeah. I got some opinions about this.
We want to hear them.
I think a lot of them are confused.
Yeah.
I think they are confused about who they are. I think that if they confess who they really are in the relationship with a man, that they're shunned by their sisters. You're supposed to. I read a book one time called "The Proper Care and Feeding of a Husband," and it was about traditional roles and relationships. And I think that has gotten a bad rap in that the woman is oppressed. In reality, she's not. She's exalted by a strong man who needs her. And that she supports in the right way. And also there's been so much in the culture to where younger women today don't even understand men. And we are a different animal. Like a lot of what this place is about is to be able to come in and decompress. And at the end of your day, like you're talking, your thing, you've got to have that quiet time.
Yeah.
And a woman is more of a verbal creature than we are. And so I think there's studies that they say 36 words to our one, or something like that. So they have a need to verbalize everything that happened in their day today, and you're coming down. Yeah. We are and I always go back to that basic element of men and women. We are built and mentally and physically to deal with drama and stress and conflict and danger. But when we get away from it, we come back to that cave and we don't want none of that. We need that peace to settle down because we don't switch gears as quickly as women do.
Correct.
Women are built to switch gears for one reason: child rearing. You have to hold that baby, nurse that baby, plant the vegetables. They can multitask.
Yeah.
Where we don't, we're laser focused.
Right.
And it takes a while to turn that gear, that ship in another direction to say, okay, now I can sit and talk to you.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in a high stress job like Sean. I worked in penitentiary years ago, former U.S. Marine. I've always dealt in high stress situations. And like Sean talks about how how I'm cool, but that's because I've trained myself to do
Right.
that. I know when to shut down and I know when to ramp up.
Mm-hmm.
And so it takes time.
Yeah.
And, when a lot of domestic trouble is because the man doesn't know how to decompress, the woman won't let him decompress.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where that collision occurs.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So you got to have a woman that respects that.
Yes.
And she knows.
The vetting process is very important.
Yeah.
But I always say the better you know yourself as a man or a woman,
Exactly.
the better you're able to pick the person that fits you.
And that takes some time.
It does.
It takes some years.
It takes an investment. The best investment you ever have will be in yourself.
That's right.
People don't take enough time for themselves.
And this goes back to our friend Jamal. One of his fatal flaws is he cannot be alone.
Ooh.
You've got to learn to be alone.
Oh, yes.
You got to be okay with you.
Absolutely.
You got to be okay with Marcus.
Yes, I love me some me time.
Right. And when you're not, and you got to constantly have that outside stimulus, you're going to grab the first thing that comes along.
Yep.
And she may look hot. She may be cute. She may be all that.
Yeah.
6 months down the road, it ain't working.
Exactly. You got yes, I agree. And you find that in women that always got to have next one.
Mm-hmm.
But who are you? Like what are you? Who you want to be?
Right.
I know for me, just been through my bullshit, did my out there. Like I gotta have a woman that I know is willing to pull the trigger.
Right.
When it's time to go to war,
Mm-hmm.
I need to know you can pick that sword up. We gotta go because I can't have you being passive and no, I gotta know you ready to go to war because I'm in the battle all day and every day. Mm-hmm. I need you to be able to be my peace when it's time. But if I gotta go out and make some shit happen and bust some heads, I didn't know you got a bat too. We going at it, So I always think about that scene 300 when she was
right.
When he died, she was riding the motherfucker ship.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's you gotta have that. I hear a girl say, "I'm a princess." I don't need a princess, babe. I need a queen. It's a difference. Fuck that Disney shit.
A princess, right? You got to carry. You're carrying her shit.
You want to sit on the
queen
throne.
will draw her sword with you.
Yeah, queen's like, we going to battle.
Right.
Shit, let's go. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. But you got to be man enough to know what that looks like.
Well, here's the other thing too, though, that I think young men of our era here, they also have to learn to be men.
Yes.
You can't expect to get that queen.
All men aren't leaders
when you're not a king.
Yes.
And being a king isn't just being loud and obnoxious or whatever it is. It's about doing the right thing, no matter what, every day, and getting up when you don't want to get up and dealing with the day.
Yeah.
Right.
And just owning your fuck ups. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I apologize. Right. How can I be
also
better?
Treating that woman the right way too, though.
Yeah.
You got just a lot of women. A lot of my female friends are working women, business working women. They got their shit together. And at the end of the day, they want that man that's a man who they need him to be, but yet they're to console her too, though.
Yeah, send her some flowers randomly. Just do it
go both ways.
Yeah,
but there's nothing wrong with a businesswoman nowadays. I mean, but the era of come home, dishes done, house clean,
and the thing about it,
days were kind of done.
I mean, there's still women that can have a whole day at work and still come home and do that shit.
Yeah, there is.
You know what I'm saying? But you have to make her. You have to value her when she does it. If I get home first, I do it. I do dishes. I can't cook for shit. Don't plan on learning, but I'll sign a receipt and do dishes.
You can't cook.
I can't cook with shit, bro.
I can cook with the best of them.
I know you can. I can't.
I would watch my grandmother and my mom's cook, Annie's cook.
I can't do none of that shit. And I'm not gonna learn either, but I appreciate those that can.
You're in trouble in a real relationship.
How am I in trouble, Sean? I'm letting her know I can't cook shit.
Well, she's working all day.
Are you in a relationship?
No, but I might be one of some.
Yeah, he's in some partnerships.
I'll be in
partnerships.
I'll be in situationships.
Situationship.
Yeah, that's situationship. So
that's a new word.
Yeah. It's a thing.
Situationship. Here's a question for you, Sean.
Okay.
Do you think you think of this prototype female? She's professional, business-like, successful. She's a 6-figure woman. What do you think her biggest challenge is in a relationship?
Well, that's funny because I have female friends who are those women. And it's crazy because some of them are so just basic and down to earth. They just want somebody that they can just be chill and cool with. But then I got some of them, you better be matching them or be up here with them or they're not going to give you time of day.
Right.
I'm not going to sit there. I won't ever put them on blast, but I have 4 female friends right now. They drive brand new Mercedes that they bought. they play on a platform that they created.
Right.
But these same females, they mess around with just regular guys. They don't throw it in their face out there doing their hustle. They're building their brand, but they're legit. But then I got other female friends. Some of them are like, okay, you extra. They cool with me, but I would never date them or try to get involved with them. But some of the other ones I would. So it's a balance with me.
Right.
So they both exist on both sides. But the ones who are searching for that guy to be that person, look, I enjoy what I do for a living. I enjoy where I'm at. I enjoy the platform. Is it stressful? Yes. But that's me. I enjoy out there because I'm taking care of people. I'm looking after people. It's been my thing for so many years. It's just natural to me. So if I meet a woman on that level who wants to be involved with me, if she's not accepting of where I'm at and who I am, then that's her problem, not mine. But I'm not going to go, oh my God, I go back to school so I can get a better job so I can meet the criteria where you're going to be at, because I'm not going to adjust my financial wealth to make her happy.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I'd rather be broke and be happy than be wealthy and try and live and keep up with the Joneses. I'm not keeping up with the Joneses or the Johnsons.
Right.
I'm not that guy. My mother didn't raise me that way. I wasn't raised that way. I could care less. If you ain't got a good personality, a good heart, and a good soul, and you're not genuine, I'm just not going to mess with you. So the money doesn't mean shit to me. It really doesn't. Most guys, it does. I'm basic. I'm a basic guy. And like I tell people, like, though,
you're not basic, you're authentic.
I don't. People are like, oh, you got all these nice things. Okay, I have nice things, but I'm buying on the clearance rack.
Fuck yeah.
I'm buying on the for sale rack. I'm getting hookups. I'm getting deals and stuff that I get. I'm blessed for that, knock on wood. But those things are not, and if women don't get it, I'm not trying to go out and buy the brand new stuff. And some females, they got all the purses. So I look at the purse, I'm like, yep, I'm done. And I'm not going there. But I'm going to get to know them first before I make that judgment call. So what Ed's saying is, I really don't know until I get to know that person and that individual and where they take it to. So it depends on what they bring to me. And if they see how I carry myself, if they're accepting of who I am and they're cool with it and they still engage with me, I'm cool with them. But the first time they start talking about anything financial or where you're at or where you're trying to get to and make me feel uncomfortable, I'm peacing out. I ain't going to think twice about it.
I met this girl and she asked me, like, I called her, she was like, yeah, you got a 401k? I said, the fuck? Yeah, but what like, so how do I feel this? You asked me in the first conversation, you know, 401k.
Right.
First off, yes. Secondly, this is our last conversation because what do I got to do with the tea in China price? What does that do anything? I mean,
what's it got to do with who you are?
Yeah, no, I have one because I've had one personally for a while, but what do I got to do with? I just started a new job again, and even the job I have right now is just temporary till my podcast making me money and whatever what I'm trying to build makes me money. But like, so what do I do with anything? So if I didn't have a 401k, we wouldn't have a conversation.
She thought you were applying for a job.
I was like, the fuck? I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work.
With that being said, so Ed, you have some business ventures out here that I know about, and you know, I don't get up in your business, but I've heard you talk about it and watched you work. Do you worry about, since you're doing these adventures, the wrong females, like, oh, he's doing this and that, coming around, want to be around?
Well, I've been through those.
Oh, you've been through those.
Oh, yeah. I've been on the planet a little while. And I started young with those. So I learned young. But, yeah, you have to watch for those. And it takes a while to see them, to tell, because, you know, they come in very attractive packages.
Oh, yeah. Them Ferraris look good, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Ferraris and Maseratis.
It'd be nice to drive this around.
Well, this is about time for them to come out. It's springtime.
Oh man, ain't nothing like it. It's amazing.
It's summer dress time, and they come.
Don't let that $70 sundress cost you $1 million in child support. Be careful, guys. Don't let that sundress fool you.
The biggest thing for me is, you know, that I've come to in my place in life, which, you know, is not a whole lot, but I want a woman in my life that wants to help me reach my goals.
Yeah.
I don't need a woman that wants me to help her reach her goals. And what I mean by that is I don't want to deny what she wants. I want to support that, but I don't want a woman that will pull me away from my goals.
Right.
And we touch on that a little bit about just your time and what you're doing. She's got to believe in me and support me in that goal. And part of that support is believing in you.
Yeah.
It's not just when the days are good,
Mm-hmm.
that she's there with her hand out, but when times are hard too.
Yeah.
Because times can get hard.
Oh, they will be.
Yeah.
Oh,
one of the other things too is that I've been up and down in my business life.
Mm-hmm.
Many times I lost everything in the Great Recession.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say everything, I mean everything. I mean, some people lost their jobs and they got a lesser job, whatever, but they could still order a pizza on Friday night. I didn't have nothing to eat on Friday night. So what I disciplined myself to in those difficult times is do not get involved with a woman, because you will meet a woman that's okay with where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told my brothers this, and they don't listen. But because what you need, and it's a rare find to find a woman that will come to you in that stage of your life that can help you get back up where you want to be.
Yeah.
It's a rare woman.
Yeah.
They're out there, but what I do is I avoid them, because I don't want a woman that thinks it's okay.
Yeah.
That I'm in that situation.
Yeah.
You want a woman that will help you get further up.
Yeah.
And Sean we're talking about the women that influenced our lives as well. I did not have a great mother, but the woman that did influence me, the woman that, and really the measuring stick is, do you want her to be proud of you? If that woman in your life, in your past or in your present, if you get up every day and you want to make her proud, or that if you did something that wouldn't make her proud, that it really bothers you, then that's a good woman. And the woman in my life was my grandmother.
Yeah.
I always, anytime, even when she wasn't around, even today, she's long gone. If I do something I think she wouldn't like, I'm affected by that.
Yeah.
And that makes me a better man.
Yeah.
If you got a woman, and remember, I said earlier, I worked in a penitentiary. You know how many guys are locked up because of a woman?
Too goddamn many.
Yeah.
Pride in women get you in the clink for a long time.
Yeah, because some woman pushed them in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And
you gonna let him tell that to me? What? Now you in jail. She fucking somebody else. And you looking stupid.
That's right. Oh yeah.
See, I don't put myself in situations. It could happen, but I'm just not going to.
Yeah, but because you know better. Some guys just so open and green and just don't understand the kind of woman they're surrounding themselves with, because they are so attached to the aesthetics. You know what I'm saying? To the appearance, not ignoring the red flags of character. Now she done gassed you up, do some fuck shit. Now you doing 10 to whatever.
Oh yeah.
And she going on fucking your best friend.
Right.
Because you thought she was the one. She wasn't there. But you don't have a gauge on what to look for. You fall for the bullshit, because the world will tell you what you need to, what you should have, who should be. I should have me a Kim K or blah blah blah. That bitch soul is no good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't buy character. So either you have it or you don't, and it's always a work in progress.
So how do we as people? How do you rebound from a flaw like that? I mean, it's not easy to come back. I've been through it before too. When you get knocked down and you lose everything, you've gotten older, everything changes. Life changes, the economy changes, the way of life changes, the job market changes. You have to adapt to everything change around you as you rebuild yourself, your well-being, and your financial stability. And some women just ain't want to be around you as you do that.
That's right.
It's an opportunity to step back, look who's still here, standing
who's standing there with you,
and move forward. Take
in the trenches.
Every L is not a loss, but a lesson. So any lesson unlearned is repeated.
Well, every hard left turn I've made in life was a direct result of a woman. And every one. And that's not to blame women, but because I make my decisions, and a lot of times, and so that brings me to the place where if I'm constantly jumping through hoops to keep her happy, and the hoops never end, then I'm going to get off my game.
Yep.
And again, we as men, we're the ones, we have to get up and deal with the boogeyman that's out there. We have to be the one that takes that hill, that achieves something. And you got to have your focus. You can't have something going on in your head that will distract you. And that's one of the things where a woman, and sometimes they don't even know they're doing it, that they need your attention on them, so they pull you in their direction, which is not in the direction you're going to go. They come to you because they want what they think they can provide, what you can provide, and I believe that women seek out men for security, and they define security differently for each woman.
Correct.
And you'll see that Sean's a big guy. Well, he physically brings security, right? So a woman might be attracted to him because he's a big guy and I feel safe with him. Or somebody's a multimillionaire. I feel safe because he's got money.
Yeah.
They're looking for security, or what they're really looking for, what they don't understand, is they're looking for emotional security.
Yeah.
And that emotional security comes from the blend of that guy, the guy that's trying to make decent money to provide a decent lifestyle, that guy that will get up and answer the door in the middle of the night, not lay in bed and let you go check on it.
Right.
I think we got too many of those guys these days.
So we ask this question: so as you rebound, and you're building your new fortunes in life, would you bring a woman to the plate with you, or have her be involved with you?
Today, I'd be very discerning. I'd be very upfront about that. Especially if she wants to be in the deep, intimate part of my life. If she wants to go to lunch, that's different. That's not the same.
Yeah.
We're talking about somebody who's going to be deeply involved in your life.
In them trenches.
She has to understand, I don't need to relive what I already know.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, no.
And she needs to respect that. And she needs to be willing to take my lead on most things, not everything. And that's just some place I've come to. I've seen it go the wrong way for so many men. And I tell you, one of the things that bothers me the most, and we've all seen them, is you see that guy, and he's with this woman, and he ain't in charge of his life.
We spoke about that. That
hurts.
Yes.
Yeah. They don't have this stuff together. I have these couple of guys that they live off the women.
That's not a man, by the way. That's not a man. That's a boy.
I watch them do it. I'm like, okay, when you can become your own person,
right?
Because at the end of the day, and they're young girls too. They're trying to live with these young girls,
right?
Eventually she's going to figure it out. She's going to leave you where you're at, or you're going to wind up not creating yourself,
right?
And then you can't do anything for that person to keep that person.
Yeah.
They're not saying you got to take care of everything, but if you're not bringing nothing to the table, guess what? You're not eating here.
Right. I'm already enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done some dope shit and ain't got a dime, but like, I'm already enough. And like, you can never go wrong with confidence. Is what we all attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm confident in who I am as a person, and the money part take care of itself. So either I'm my biggest fan first and foremost.
How you deal with critics?
Most critics ain't done shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you criticizing me, what you done? Nothing. Okay, that's fine. Well, you keep talking shit, and that's fine. I'm gonna keep doing shit while you talking shit.
Right.
And we'll see who gets further win. Because you'll still be criticized, and I'll still be doing dope shit.
Well, it's the easiest thing to do is criticize.
Yeah, don't take nothing but a minute.
No.
You ain't done shit.
And you're going to be right twice a day. A broken clock is right twice a day.
Exactly.
So, oh, yeah, so-and-so, yeah, that didn't work out. So, yeah, big deal. What were you doing?
And
exactly.
And that's where people, like, we found our place at Woosah. Gran Cru is our place at Woosah. It really is. It has so many variables to it. And since I've been here, it's just been like, wow. I've cut things out I was doing.
Yep.
That I don't even miss, don't even care to do. And it just fits. And that's pretty much what I'm looking for, I think, when it comes to a woman.
Yeah.
Someone that fits my criteria. And I fit her criteria.
You can't put a round peg in a square hole.
Now, here's a question for you. And this doesn't apply to you yet because you're going to start smoking cigars. When you meet a new woman, do you let her know that you smoke cigars?
I'm not talking shit. Not me.
It's gonna come up in conversation because he's gonna say what I'm doing. I'm at where I'm at.
No,
right.
This is social media time. Okay. So if I meet a woman, she's gonna pretty much know because I post.
Yeah,
what
that
I
too.
do.
Yeah.
I'm a positive poster, you know.
Yeah.
So she's gonna know by looking through my page.
Yep. True.
Smokes. She's gonna already know that this is where I hang out at.
Correct.
Now,
right.
I may not come here if I gotta know I'm gonna go on a date with or something. I'd be like, okay, hey fellas, I'll be through so and such a day because I'm gonna do something with a girl. You know, I got time to come through. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm done smoking, guys. No, I'm not done smoking. But if I got something planned with her, I'm gonna do something with her. I'm gonna respect it and be like, you know, I'm gonna go home and clean up, make sure I'm freshened up, put the clothes. My clothes go immediately into the washer and dryer when I get home.
Right.
You know, especially I'm sitting inside. Out here, it's not so bad, but you know, I'm not going to stop what I do to make her happy.
Right.
Because this is what relaxes me.
Yeah.
I'm not out drinking a ton. And we drink very professionally and very chill. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not doing anything crazy or off the wall. I'm not coming home, been here all day. Yeah. No, that's not my style. That's not me, first of all, because like me and Ed, we carry play toys with us. Mm-hmm. So in our play toys, we got to be responsible for them. So we can't be out here acting a damn fool when we have play toys on us. No, you know, you know what I'm saying? So it's being responsible. Mm-hmm. You know, so when it comes to that, no, I'm going to be me.
Yeah.
You know, that's the key. Being who you are.
I'm going to be me.
Don't twist and turn yourself because she's so hot. I'm going to like, no. If you think she doesn't like cigars, and I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You kind of hide it.
I'm with you 1,000%. That's what I said earlier.
Put yourself out there.
Yeah, this is who I am. This is who I am for right now. When I go, the next version of me gonna be a little bit better. Mm-hmm. But I'm not like, you know. So I want you either love me for what I am and who I want to be. You don't have to love me because I love myself. Right. Uh-huh. So either you with or you not, and that's fine. Everyone, I'm not for everybody. Right. And that's okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna keep doing me. I'm gonna keep getting better. Right. If you want to, this train don't stop because you're on and off. I'm going to the next fucking station.
Well, you should always be in a process of self-improvement.
Fuck yeah.
When you think you have arrived, you have not arrived. And the world will straighten you out when you least expect it and least need it.
Either you humble yourself or the world will humble you.
That's right.
In a heartbeat.
That's right.
Being humble is not fun.
Yeah. You know, especially when the world got to do it for you.
Yeah. Some people, a lot of guys can't do it either. Being humble, they take it. They react two ways. Mm-hmm. Either they learn from it, or they go in denial. Mm-hmm. And a man in denial is dangerous, especially when the job market's messed up, and then now your money's messed up. Now your woman or your so-called female friends are looking at you all sideways. How do you rebound from that? Can you pick the pieces up and move forward? Because your real friends and your real female friends will be there by your side through it.
Exactly. You know? I feel like this. I mean, I keep winning because I'm not afraid to take a loss. When you play the game of life not to lose, you're never going to win. But when you play it to win, the losses don't feel like losses, they feel like lessons. You keep on winning. Right. Perspective is everything, and so is like your mind state. Like I live in a position of growth. I live in a position of abundance. You can see people that live by the rule of scarcity, where it's like, oh, if I do this, I lose that. Okay, then every door that closes, another one gonna open. And people that live in the mindset of abundance keep abundance coming that way. Right. And then life sort of will find a way to adhere to the energy you put out there. You know what I'm saying? If I believe I can, I'm right. Yeah. If I believe I can't, I'm right too. So the life will position and the pieces will fall its way based on how you look at life.
That's right.
And you see people around, like, you know, even with dating and have conversation, you can tell like, yeah, it's not gonna work because her mind state, it's not even her energy, her mind is not even in a position to do dope shit. So I'm talking about if I'm listening to a motivational speaker or I'm reading a book, and you talking about fucking Kardashian, it's like, what?
Right. Yeah.
You watch it.
That's a negative drain.
Yeah.
That's not a positive.
You're not gaining shit from that.
That's not supporting you.
No.
And you ever heard of Napoleon Hill?
Yeah.
He's like the guru. All these modern day.
Mm-hmm. I got one of his books.
Yes.
Yep.
He's like the foundation for all these guys today. They've all read Napoleon Hill.
Yep.
And of course, he preaches in his writings and et cetera, that it is that you got to believe, and you got to be doing something that's positive. You can't sit there and think, I know I can rob that bank if I just tried one more time. It's got to be something good,
right,
and that benefits other people as well. But if you got a woman in your life who can't even listen to you in that environment, or doesn't have an interest in that, then she's going to be a negative.
Yep.
Then and she may be hot, she may be attractive, but that's all that is.
That's it.
And as we have more experience in life, you figure out, there's a lot of hot women.
Yeah.
They're all over.
It's one graduating every day.
Going from one to the next, but it's not going to help you out.
Yeah.
What's your ideal woman?
My ideal woman?
Yeah.
Well, and there's different parts to that, of course. I want something that's attractive. It's like if you buy a car, you want a good-looking car. Nobody wants a junker, right?
Yeah.
That needs a new paint job.
Yeah.
Unless you want to fix it up. But you also want something that makes sense in your life. So to me, an ideal woman is one that she's got to like men. And when I say men, I mean men in the classic sense. I'm not abusive. I'm not going to hurt her, but I'm not going to sit there and I'm going to stick up for her. She's going to feel physically safe around me. A woman that wants that and respects that. Also, a woman that knows not to take that for granted. Or take advantage of that.
Yes.
I've had those in my life.
Fuck yeah.
But you still got to put work in, though. Women, they want that extra because, it's that time in the evening.
I want a woman also that likes being a woman.
Yes.
She likes being a woman. She wants that in the home environment. She feels her role there. She naturally flows to that. And that she can be. I also, for me, you ask, I like a woman that's a little bit all-terrain.
Yeah.
That can go with me in different environments. Because I go into different environments.
Yes.
This week I'm going to a dinner that I'm putting together. It's suit and tie. I need a woman that could dress for that.
Yes.
Oh, trust.
I need you to be able to go from the gun range to the motherfucking mayor's ball the next day. Yeah,
so,
and feel comfortable.
She needs to be a little bit all-terrain.
Yeah, that's true.
She can't be too one-dimensional.
Yes.
And the one-dimensional types, they're all about the Kardashians and their nails and their hair.
It's like having a drag car. It's cool on the strip.
Yeah.
Like I need someone to go from the strip to off road to grocery shopping to
right. You can't take it to work.
Right.
You can't drive it on vacation.
I have 1,000 horsepower. If I can't drive on the road, then what the fuck is good at it? Only go to the track?
Exactly.
Yes.
That's why you get a nice SUV woman.
Fuck yeah, I love a Range Rover.
I do got to have a woman that I'm attracted to. There's got to be physical attraction.
Absolutely.
Because you can describe the perfect woman, but she may meet all those marks, but she's in a package that doesn't appeal to you.
Yeah.
You got to have a package that appeals to you. And that's different for every guy. Absolutely. Every guy likes different sizes, shapes, whatever. And that's great. That's fine.
Absolutely.
But she's got to have that. I got to be able to talk to her.
Yep.
You can't communicate.
Yeah.
That's a deal breaker for me. If you can't talk.
Right. And enjoy similar things. You got to have more things you enjoy together than you don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
And part of that goes back to knowing who you are.
Exactly.
If you don't know who you are, if you're a pretender, if you're trying to be something you think other people will like, that's a lot of energy spent
in the wrong direction.
Wasted energy. And I'm, I was going to say earlier there that when I grew up, my father he never was rich or anything like that, but he taught me about being a man, and especially in my day and age. When if I had went out, and I hear these things about younger guys and stuff, and I hear these things from women too, talking about guys, but that if I'd have went out, took a girl out, and she paid, or she drove, my dad would have knocked me off the front porch. If you don't got the money to pay, you stay home.
Yeah.
You don't go till you got the money to pay. I don't care how much she makes or what she does.
No romance without no
When
finance.
that check arrives, you put your money on the table.
Yep.
You're the man.
That's it.
What's crazy is this. I'm 50-50 on this because I got females that will fight you over this. They're like, "Well, I got it. No, I got it," and they take it offensive if you don't let them treat you sometimes.
I want you to be willing to pay.
I don't want you to, but I got female friends that be like, "I got this." They be looking at me like, "No, I got you tonight." I'm like, "No, I invited you."
And that's fine. Like
But
back and forth is cool every once in a while.
We live in a different era now.
Well, I think if you're into the relationship,
Yeah.
and you've got a good, strong friendship and relationship,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to buy lunch," I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Hey, that doesn't impact me. But early on in that relationship, and I've been there, where they're like, "Oh no," and it's also very telling if they're shocked that you're going to pay.
Yeah.
You know
Who
what
the
kind of
fuck
guys
are
they've
you? Who
been
are you
with.
dating? Like
Yeah.
you're surprised
What
I
kind of
would.
loser are you hanging out with?
Yeah.
So in that regard, I'm going to pay, and I will, just like you saying, they're offended, I'll be offended.
Hell yeah.
To know you're insulting me.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
I'm
got
sitting here in
this. If
public.
I invited you out for a
Yeah.
date.
Am I going to ride in the passenger side on the way home too?
Right.
Reach in your purse and borrow $5?
Right. Who you giving your time to? Get it together.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm with you
So-
1,000%.
So that I did, I like an all-terrain woman that I
Yeah.
can take in different environments.
Yeah.
And I want one that's intelligent that I can talk to about. I'm into all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to talk about that.
Weird stuff.
Well,
Kind of
now-
like you.
Well,
Well, it's important because like I go to a lot of these dinners. I'm involved with an awesome organization, so a charity event. So I get invited. I'm very blessed and fortunate. I get to go do some cool stuff with some good people here in the St. Louis area. So I don't take it for granted, but I see that playing field. I'm like, am I really here?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's like, this ain't a baseball game or a hockey game. I'm not going to bring certain people to that playing field because I don't know how they're going to react,
Right.
behave in that environment. But I'm blessed that the ones I can take to the hockey game or to a baseball game are the same ones I can take that go home and clean it up, go out
Mm-hmm.
and be like, bam.
Yeah.
And then somebody speaks to them, they're right there with them.
Yeah.
And that's just a blessing. I'm just like, wow.
I may be comfortable with you if we go somewhere together and I say have to go have a conversation. You can hold your own in this crowd. I shouldn't be like, damn, I'll leave her alone. She's gonna say some stupid shit. Like cool.
Yeah.
Let me go handle some business with
You
yada
worry about
yada.
that there?
You can
You
chill.
worry about that sometimes?
what about saying something stupid?
Yeah.
I don't bring them if they're worried about it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
See,
You can't be here.
I make sure if I bring you to the table, I'm sifting through all that. I want to make sure,
The vetting process is real.
I want to make sure that you're that person. So when I take off, I know you got my back, but I want you to also, if you're building your own thing,
Mm-hmm.
because I bring females around certain environments. Look, just here, just be yourself, have fun, enjoy, meet people,
Mm-hmm.
build your brand. Don't worry about me because I'm not tripping off of it, but it has to be somebody that's like that. For me, it's like the dating game. I stay in the friend zone because it's comfortable, but when the right one comes, you're gonna know it.
Yeah.
So that's my playing field.
I need her to be hungry and humble. Hungry and humble.
Also, with that, I will also meet her on her playing field too. Though
Mm-hmm.
I go in her backyard and play by her rules.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make it where it's equal.
Yeah.
But if you're on some bougie shit, or you're on some, look at me like, you hang out with these people, peace.
Yeah.
Because you're not trying to know who I am as a person.
No.
So the first female comes to me, comes down to Gran Cru, and I'm down here chilling with the fellas, and she gives me that like, okay, cool, nice.
All I need to know, baby.
I'm not gonna switch it up.
Fuck no.
But in the same sense, she may not be into the cigar smoke. She may not be into this setting, but this is my time.
Yeah. She respects your peace.
Respect my peace. I go. We got something planned. I chop like I got fellas. I got to go.
Mm-hmm.
There's been times I told the guys here, look, I go do this, and this, and I'm gone. And I do my thing with her. Then when I'm done, I'll come back. to the play field with the boys.
Yeah.
It ain't like I'm bringing so and so here and this person there. I'm not going to do that. But finding a balance, I think a lot of legit real women, they want a balance with a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I think one of the things there you're talking about, like using the cigar shop as an example, her reaction to that. If she's like, "Ooh, I don't like cigars, I don't like that," etc., that's a negative.
Yep, red flag.
And you can apply the cigar shop to anything in your life that you like to do.
Ooh, you shoot guns? Yep.
Right. Well, or fishing or whatever it is, if she doesn't like it, that's okay.
Yeah.
But if she knows that's your time, she's like, "Okay, Sean, go on, enjoy yourself at the cigar shop. I'm going to go shopping for shoes or whatever it is she likes to do." But when they act like, "Well, if you don't have time for them, well, now they're looking for somebody else." There's them out there.
go look.
Go look.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
have at it, baby.
I tell women, if you're not feeling me, just move on, because I'm not going to lose an ounce of sleep.
Right.
I tell a female in a minute, I got to try to put this out there, but I take care of myself. I don't need the headaches.
I'm 1-on-1, so there's a bunch of y'all that one of me.
I don't have time for that. And I'm not going to sit there and try and prove I'm this or I'm that. You know, some people are like, "Yeah, you do." No, I don't. If you really know me, like I told you before in the last cast, I'm just a bigger version of me being a nerd. I'm still the same skinny little kid back in the day. Only difference is I have a bigger platform to play with and a bigger body to bag it up.
Yeah.
I've always rolled like this, you know, and my best friend is on his way here now because we're going to go eat. But he'll tell you, he's my worst critic. He'll walk through that door and he'll just chop me up. But he knows me.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's like, first thing he say, "What are you on?" What he be like, "What type of bullshit did he tell you?" But I'm not telling you I'm shooting it straight. But, you know, my biggest downfall is, you know, my mother's death crushed me. And it's been a big impact in my life, like my entire life. You know, I'm a grown man now. It's been over 30 years since she's passed, but she still affects me to this day.
Absolutely.
You know, and people are like, "You should be over it." No, I shouldn't be over it, because you don't understand me or what she meant to me. My grandmother who passed, you know, even my uncle who just passed away, they taught me so many different things and they've guided me. You know, and they didn't hold no punches. They told it like it was. And I don't see that in this. It's there, but you don't see this often in this new upbringing of generation of people.
It's harder to find.
And it's harder even in women. Some of these women out here, they're stuck. Then you guys go do your research. What's her mother about? You know what I'm saying? What's their father about? What are they instilling in them?
You gotta check their soil.
You gotta look at the source. You know, it's hard to find. So when I have female friends who bring their whole families down to where I work at, and I meet the whole family and the boyfriend or the fiance or the husband, you gotta respect that. And some people they don't have it.
Yeah.
And you can't teach something to somebody who's never had it because they don't understand it.
Yep.
And as we sit here, we've all had it. You know, so we're able to sit here and have this conversation.
You know how to find out what it look like. You've seen it before.
Yeah, you know, you see it. You know, and that's why I asked, like, how do you do it? Because I'm not going to settle for a dud. I don't have to. But as you build, you attract.
Your vibe attracts your tribe.
You attract, but you don't know if you're attracting positive or negative. And that's like he's building. I'm like, damn, how's he going to do it once he starts getting to a certain level?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you got all these skirt tails down. I'm like, okay, who you going to pick? Because we're older. You know, we don't have time to be playing the chess game.
All we got is time. That's it.
No, we're on borrowed time.
I had a woman, as an example of that, I had a woman approach me. I lived in Kansas City for a while. I wore suits all the time, nice watch, you know. I've had a tailor that does my suits, and I was trying to teach Jamal.
You live that lifestyle.
Yeah, well, I was trying to teach Jamal, you know, that there's never confuse fad with fashion. And a fad is like the latest thing that's cool and hip, where fashion is timeless.
Yes.
So a man's suit is one of those fashion things. And so I had a woman walk up to me wearing a suit, and she starts talking to me. She was attractive. And I saw her look at my watch, and she looked at my shoes, and she said, "I always judge a man by his watch and his shoes."
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, that's nice, but that also told me what she was about. And that is what she was about.
Yeah.
She was about
no
money.
personality.
Yeah.
What's
Right.
in the mind, the heart, and soul.
Right.
That ain't
But,
seen none of that yet.
Yeah.
Materialistic.
Yeah. So what do you think? Are women going to watch this?
Probably.
What are they going to think about what we're talking
That's why I
about?
have my Instagram and Twitter. That's why we have the conversation.
Jimmy's already on it. Jimmy's already people.
I'm already about the conversation.
Well, the thing is, we're not. This is not. I'm gonna put it out there. This is not a women bashing show. This is not a man bashing show.
Right.
We're talking about positive energy.
Yeah,
It's
just real talk.
What are people looking for? And maybe it will spark a conversation with people, or maybe it may have a woman think, like, what does she really want? What is she really looking for?
Mm-hmm.
Us as men, what are we really looking for? It's to open up a dialogue to communicate.
Yeah.
I think men, we're really pretty simple creatures in a lot of ways.
Yes, we are. But then there's some of us who are extra.
Yeah. It's all knowing how to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
How to properly articulate, and then also how to interpret what you're receiving. A lot of people don't know how to listen.
Right.
They get so tied to it, stuck until they think they know.
Mm-hmm.
The man that knows everything knows nothing.
Oh yeah.
And the man that knows nothing is willing to learn a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And you'll figure out. I'm gonna talk about the crew because this is a unique cigar super shop.
Yeah.
Because you have a wide variety, you have a lot of different cultures, you have a lot of different personalities. But the thing about this place, everybody's able to discuss right or wrong, what's positive, what's negative. But everybody's able to sit down and come to a common conclusion, to agree to disagree, and it stays here. Not leaving out here, man. They don't walk out, man, F him or F that, or I'm not. You don't get that here, because as soon as you walk in, you feel the vibe.
Yeah.
You can come in here when we're having a hot seat, the hot lane going strong, but you still feel the comfort and the common camaraderie to be here.
Yeah.
And you can be yourself and unwind. And if it's too hot in there, you can come back here and sit back in the cut.
Yeah.
Just listen. Zone and just chill.
Chill and listen.
So you get that. In some places, other shops, you're not going to get that no matter what.
Yeah.
So if you ain't dropping $15 to $16 on your drink off top or your cigar, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't dressed a certain way, you won't go in to get that debrief, from work.
It's an authentic tribe, man.
I think very authentic here. And, that's because guys like Jimmy and Fred, they set that tone. They set that tone. You know what I'm saying? And then their staff, they make you feel welcome.
Yeah.
So it makes a difference. And I think that's what we look for also. Because the guys come here, a lot of them are already married. They're not searching, they're not looking, but they put their 2 cents in. They give their advice. And it's something to look forward to. Like, look, he's doing it. And some of them check out at a certain time, like they'll come in, they do their time with the fellas. 6 o'clock, everybody's home, they check out. Nobody is being respectful and honorable to their significant other, yet they're here with us.
Right.
So the women are not telling them, you can't go there and do this and that. But us as men have to understand that does exist. Not all women are going to be like what we're used to seeing out here nowadays, because it's 2019. Women are totally different. The percentages may not be the same. They're different, but for like us, you will find that if you put the time into a woman and give her the opportunity, you will find that gem.
Yeah.
But you can't be Mr. I know everything asshole either, because you're running away. And I may be a victim of doing that because I'm stubborn, but I'm just being guarded. I'm just being too guarded, but I don't have time to go through the process all over again.
Yeah.
I think we look for somebody that's going to balance us and help us, but also we'll be willing to help them and balance them also.
Very true.
And that's what I search for. So trying to keep it positive. A woman wants somebody positive around them, not somebody negative. And don't try and buy a woman, because you try and buy a woman, you're being fake, because then you're stuck with it.
Yep.
Oh, he did this and did that.
Yeah, I'm kind of along those lines. If I'm very, very generous, but I'm not necessarily generous right out of the gate because I want to know, does she want the money or whatever it is that I can provide because of it or because of me?
Yeah.
And you want, for me, being generous should be something that's spontaneous. It should be something that enriches the relationship. But if it's like a requirement, then that's a problem.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So you want a woman that appreciates that. And the women in my life that I've had relationships with that appreciated it. My regret is sometimes that I wasn't able to be as generous as I would have liked to have been.
Yeah.
That is, sometimes a regret.
Yeah.
That circumstances, whatever it was, because one thing about us men, that when we find that right woman, when she understands who we are as men, we will go through a brick wall for them. And the women that understand men and respect them for that, they're a good woman.
Yep.
And that they can have a really great man.
Yeah.
And we will. We all know that.
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing more empowering to deal with adversity and difficulty in your life to know that there's a woman that really, really loves you.
Absolutely.
That word again, diversity.
Yes. All right, Sean, we're going to wrap this shit up because I know you got to eat and some other stuff. So
give a good combo. I'm not worried about that eating.
Well, I got to pee soon, too. So that's really what we got to do. Yeah. So give us some lasting words.
How you really feel.
Then, Sean, you go, then Ed, and I'll close out.
Okay.
Well, I'll say this. For anybody listening to this or watching it, whatever the case may be, take what you want from it. But, keep it positive. The world we live in right now, we know that there's a lot of negative out there. Relationships, we see a lot of negative relationships. People out there, everything's out there all over the world for everybody to see. So when you're choosing now somebody in this day and age, or you're just trying to find somebody just to be cool with, to chill with, everybody ain't gotta like you, but find somebody that fits who you are and what you are, that makes you happy, that rounds you out as a person. And be positive about what you're doing. Some people get caught up trying to keep other people happy, and does this person like me, that person like me? I give two shits who likes me. As long as the people that I'm comfortable with, they see where I'm at and I'm good with them, that's all that matters to me. And I think that's what people need to take from this is find yourself. We've talked all different spectrums here tonight. But take what you want out of it, and don't let somebody stop you from being the person that you want to be. Be yourself. Be the best person that you can be. Be what makes you comfortable. Be the person that you want to be, that drives you to become that better person. And be willing to help others who want to help, who need to help. Not everyone needs help or wants help. But know it when you see it around you.
Yep.
And respect the people who will be willing to open up and talk to you. Be willing to take the negativity, the positive criticism to better yourself as a person. You know what I'm saying? And learn from it. Become a better person. And watch your surroundings and the people you surround yourself with. There's nothing wrong with surrounding yourself with a lot of different people, but know the people who make you who you are and what you are, that completes your well-being, yourself person.
Yeah.
So that's it in a nutshell for me. I'm just going to keep doing what I do. I'm not going to change nobody, but I'm going to tell it like it is. Like you gave me the platform. But we do it together. Ed has educated me so much. I talk to him a lot. I talk to him about shooting, something that we both love doing. He educated me on some stuff that I wasn't even thinking about, but he shot me straight.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. So just know that you got to know who you are and what you are. And be your own person. And don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Just be yourself. And for the women, if you're a woman out there grinding, trying to make it work, and you're doing the damn thing, find that man that completes you or that balances you. Some may not be a man, maybe a woman. You don't know nowadays. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But for me, that's what I take out of it. I appreciate it. It came out to step out here. I want to put people out here with us. Like, hey, this is what we're talking about. This is what we're discussing, because you're not seeing the positives out here right now. You're seeing the negatives. Mm-hmm. So we can deliver something that helps other people. That's what I'm here for.
For sure. Ed, what you got?
Well, first of all, thanks, Marcus, for letting me sit in on this.
Hey, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it.
I enjoyed it. This is a lot, very along the lines of things that we kick around here in the cigar shop. We kick around all kinds of stuff, but having a focus on a particular subject is really fun.
Yeah.
But for me, I think what I would say is that, and this kind of applies in all aspects of your life, is that when it comes to looking for that relationship, that one of the things that I've learned in life is that which you habitually think about will manifest in your life.
Yes.
And so if you think about in detail that woman that you want, not just, hey, I want her to be built this way and all that, you got to think about her in all aspects of her, that she will manifest in your life, and that and you got to be clear about yourself. One of the things that we've talked about, and what Sean was touching on there, about being yourself, but you also got to know who you are. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that takes life experience.
Yeah.
Sometimes you really don't know who you are.
Yeah.
And that when you do, and you're clear about your goals, and they're positive goals, and you think about the woman that can help you reach those goals and be a part of that life, believe that woman is out there. Mm-hmm. There's 7 billion people on the planet.
It's all a numbers game.
Somebody's out there.
Yeah.
For you. I think that's it. But you also got to make sure that you're bringing a good product to the table too.
Yes.
You can't be a user, an abuser, and a loser.
Work.
That's all I got, man.
Well, guys, I want to say this has been an amazing fucking episode of Cognac Corner. I want to thank Sean. I want to thank Ed. I want to thank Gran Cru for having me again. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I feel better. I know Ed feels better. Sean feels better. We're all happy for you enjoying this episode. This is definitely a 2-parter, so there will be one part. There will be a second part. And we're going to do it again, man. We're going to keep making this machine do what it do. And like I'm saying, get ready for the merchandise that will be dropping very shortly. So you will be able to get your Cognac Corner gear. You'll be able to get your Tribe 314 gear. You'll be able to get your Soulardian gear coming soon. So we're going to make dope shit happen. And I will see you next time. As always, love yourself, love each other, and love the life you have, because it's all we have. Until next time, be good, be great. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Marcus, hey, how you doing, baby?